Take care now.
All right, so my obvious takeaway will be on the housing sector and its impact down the road. And it'll be interesting to see, in particular, the impact, and Mark's written about this, of all these investors buying up so many properties across the country. And I think he makes the point there that they are going to now continue buying homes, but now rent them out. People are going to stay on the sidelines. I think that rent crisis will stay sticky. But it was a relief to say, nothing like a 2008 recession.
Yes, that was a huge relief. He was basically also saying, making the argument that a recession isn't inevitable. And Rachelle, if you take a look at the jobs market, this was what Mark Zandi was saying, just the jobs market remains very, very strong. And yes, we have seen a cooling in terms of jobs added to the U.S. economy on a month-over-month basis. But historically speaking, when you look at a labor market that is this strong as we currently are in right now, it's hard to really see a strong case for a recession anytime soon.
And it's hard because obviously we've gotten so used to the technical definition of a recession. But as we were talking to our guest earlier, when you're raising rates into an environment where you have a strong labor market, it is a very, very different feel. It's obviously a lot of homeowners not getting kicked out of their houses per se. They're holding on to their investments instead. So obviously some real nuances in this that really speak to that argument about whether or not we're in a recession. But the strong labor market is obviously that strongest indicator, to say the other.
If we had one more second, I did want to ask him about the comments from Joe Biden in the 60 Minutes interview. I thought the most stunning part of the interview, to pivot a little bit, was his downplaying of inflation and the latest print talking about how it was an inch, I think is how he referenced the 0.1%. But that may have been Joe Biden's worst answer as a president. I think that you will see.
And he tried to walk it back a little bit.
Not very well, because we're talking about a 40-year high for inflation. The month-to-month number should certainly not be his emphasis. When you're talking about American people who saw the largest increase in groceries, that thing they feel the most, that will come back to haunt.
And even in gas prices, where we are right now, yes, we had 13 weeks of declining gas prices, but when you go to fill up your car, at least my car, I'm paying significantly more than I was a year ago. And you can say that, I think, basically across the nation at this point. We know high gas prices is such an important issue for voters when they do head to the polls. So yes, comparing it to the levels that we saw midsummer, it looks like we are in a much better position. But historically speaking, gas prices still astronomically high.
I'm still stunned every time I see that.
Just happened on Saturday.